Hey guys, Robin Slayer here, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies. Now, I left off with a little cliffhanger yesterday because of what's going on with Monica, and we asked, "So, are you okay?" And I left it there. It got really sad yesterday. I thought the festival was going to be the fun day part, where everything was supposed to be really fun, and everybody's going to have to enjoy themselves, and it was going to work out really well, and then it turned out to an argument and got really sad. Because Natsuki blamed Monica, and I took Monica's side because Monica was doing her best for this festival, tried to do her best, and Natsuki blamed her for it. So what I wanted to do, I was really sad yesterday. I didn't want to press forward. I wanted to press forward a little bit, but I didn't want to really, to be honest with you. I didn't really want to press forward too much. So in this episode, we're going to continue on again. This got sad yesterday, so I don't want it to get sad anymore. And this is Monica right here. Frick. This is going to be the thumbnail. Okay. Now it's time to continue forward. I also have a drink because I had to turn my air conditioner off and I didn't get much cool, so. Oof. Man, I'm really thirsty. Alright. So now, I guess it's time to continue Doki Blue Skies, and I think this is part 8 now? Yeah, because last episode was part 7, so this episode is part 8, so. Well, I guess without further ado, let's continue on Doki Blue Skies. So, are you okay? A thin smile appears on her face. Progress? That's sweet of you, Jake. To be honest, I didn't expect you to have any tact at all. Me neither. Did you expect that I'd be crying up here? Contemplating suicide or something? Don't worry. I wouldn't do it just because for the festival. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to cry it out. You know, I actually thought that I would cry at first. But maybe I'm all cried out. I guess I've come to terms with all the things that Natsuki said already. She says such weighty words so casually. What Natsuki said wasn't true, Monica. I think that you're a fantastic president. And I hate these ads, so screw you ads. I'm gonna close out of that, and that's it. That's about it. I hasten to try to give less empty words after she arches an eyebrow at me. And I'm not just saying that to cheer you up either. Remember what I said to you before the festival, during your little pep talk? She faintly nods. Well, I'm gonna reiterate it anyway, because it's important you're aware of how much I mean it. Thank you for everything. You took me in when I really needed it. Remember how I said earlier that I've been feeling lonely? She nods again. Well, that's how things have been for me recently. I haven't seen much of my parents lately. Most of my days I'd spend alone. All that changed when I joined your club. You were all so friendly and welcoming. Not once did you ever turn me away because I wasn't a poet. I mean, between you and me, I know my poems weren't the greatest. You have a lot of potential, Jake. I did like your poems. Well, I'm glad you think so. But anyway, that's beside the point. You accepted me for who I was, and was always willing to help me. And more importantly, you've created something that 3 other girls hold dear to their hearts. Definitely the sign of a good president, if you ask me. Monica looks down for a moment, as if composing herself, and then meets my eyes with a smile. Thank you, Jake. It really means a lot. Like I said earlier, hearing all this from a newcomer really does make me believe I've hit the goals I set for myself. All I wanted was to create a little haven that people could call home, no matter their writing ability. Well, take it from someone who joined only a few days ago, then. You definitely succeeded. Also, Had you not made this club, I would never have gotten to meet Yuri and Natsuki, or been able to hang out with Sayori again. Nor would I have gotten to get to know you better either. And that would have been a real shame, eh? I playfully nudged her, receiving a nudge back. This past week has probably been the happiest I've ever been in a long, long time. And that is all thanks to you. We share a smile, one that I'm now sure is completely genuine on Monika's part. I don't really know what to say. It's okay, seriously. Just wanted you to know how I felt. Anyway, Natsuki was a bit out of order with her words, but honestly, I don't think she meant it. I guess tensions were just running really high, and you know better than I do how furious she can be. Yeah, I know she was just really upset, but hearing those words, it hit pretty deep, you know? I tried telling myself not to take her words to heart because I knew she was just upset. But it was that line about Sayori being a better president. I don't know why it got under my skin so much. It was just spite, Monika. People say awful things that they don't mean when they're upset. Sayori and Yuri are talking to her now, and I get the feeling she wants to apologize, but just doesn't know how to. Well, that's definitely something Natsuki needs to work on, by the way. Thank you for making the effort to find me. It really means a lot. I'm suddenly struck by the situation I'm in. Here I am alone, with one of the most attractive, popular girls of the year, having a heart-to-heart. Probably a situation most other guys in school would kill to be in. My face beats up a little as I process the heartfelt, rather vulnerable scene we're both in. You're welcome, Monika. Nothing to thank me for. I sheepishly scratch the back of my neck. We should go find the others, though. Don't want them to worry or anything. We stand up and make our way back to the door. I hope so. It wasn't exactly nice to be told you have a perfect life, and that you've never experienced any difficulties. As we make our way back to the club, I just hope Sayori and Yuri were able to talk some sense into Natsuki. Last thing we need is another argument. She's silent as we wordlessly make our way back to the classroom. We finally arrive. I squeeze her shoulder and as she takes a deep breath and walks in. Ah, they're back! Yuri and Sayori hurry over to us, looking worriedly at Monika. Meanwhile, Natsuki remains standing off to the side by herself, arms folded. Hey guys, I'm alright, really. Taking some outside helped clear my head, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Not to mention Jake was a real help too. I'm relieved. It was a frightening prospect to consider losing our club president. Yeah, and now that everyone's calmed down, we can talk things out. Natsuki, why don't you come join us? Ugh, fine. She drags her feet as she makes her way over to us. I notice Monika fidgeting with the hem of her skirt, and smile reassuringly at her. Okay, so I'm here. Natsuki's eyes dart up to meet Monika just for a second. So, there's an awkward silence as Natsuki's voice trails away. Sayori raises her eyebrow at her, causing the smaller girl to return with a glare. I think what Natsuki means to say that she just said all those things in the heart of the moment. A crime passion. Oh, jeez. A crime passion, as it were. Hey, jeez, I can speak for myself, okay? She says that, but... Alright. I'm just gonna get this over with. What I wanted to say was that I didn't mean it when I said that you were a bad president. I mean, I guess it's pretty clear that you care a lot about the club. Sayori nods vigorously at her, egging her on. It's just that those jerks pissed me off so much that I blurted out some random things and needed to vent. Well, I won't lie, it does seem like you always get special treatment because you're so popular, Monika. But then again, I wouldn't know what you have to go through. You're on a totally different level from the rest of us. Natsuki. Anyway, that's all, I guess. I've always seen you as a friend, and I hope that you'll be able to. Well, I hope you'll still be able to see me as one too. There's tension in the air. Once again, as we anxiously wait for Monika's response. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet, looking like she almost wants to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either. Your comment doubted my presidency hurt. It's definitely not true, though. You're a great president, Monika. Yeah, brought us all together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends, and I wouldn't have been introduced to the world of poetry. I agree. It's an amazing feeling to be able to talk to like-minded individuals. Yeah, as far as presidents go, we could definitely do worse. And so what if you nudge us into the festival? Guess it's only normal for the president of all people to want the club to grow. Thanks, guys. I guess that after all, I have no choice but to accept Natsuki's apology, eh? I mean, it'd be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. We all turned to look at Yuri, surprised at the glimpse of humorous side of her. Did I say something strange? Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. I let out a breath. I've been subconsciously holding. It seems like everything's turned out well in the end. Or at least as well as they can, given the circumstances. Okay, everyone. And with that catchphrase, everything seems alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention this, but we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together, though, it won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just gonna skip the festival and go home after this? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty tired after all the stuff that just happened. As am I. As am I. I can't do Yuri's voice right now. As am I. Same here. I wish I could leave too, but I have a shift in my class's cafe after this. It's alright though. Everyone's get moving then so you can all go home. Everyone starts cleaning up the room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki start packing up the essential oils, set up, and cupcake trays respectively. Meanwhile, Sayori, Monika, and I pick up everything left on the ground and desks. It's like we're erasing all trace that the festival ever happened in here. Although, can't help but think that there's still lingering tension in the air, despite Monika's cheery expression. I have a feeling that Monika might just be putting the club before herself in this case. But the only thing I can do now is hope that everyone will feel better tomorrow. It'll be pretty nice to get home for school early for a change and be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I really only have anime and video games to look forward to, because everything that's happened today is going to be plaguing in my mind tonight. The transition makes me feel so much better. It's so cute, but it was so sad. This entire thing was so sad. Oof. Okay. Morning already? I groan as I fumble for the alarm clock. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depths of my bed. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Holy crap! I've already pretty much missed the first 2 classes. Should I even go to school today or just cut my losses and skip? The fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there, but after a beat, I leap out of bed and begin throwing on my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I strangely feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Guess mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's 10:39 a.m. now. I'm making good time. Hang on. It's Saturday! Wait, what? But it was Monday. It was Monday! As that realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Although I'll have to get changed into my normal clothes first. Did we legit just go through an entire week? We skipped a week? What? What? What the hell is going on? Jeez, I'm just really freaking thirsty. My god, my mouth is so dry. At least there's no school to get through today, although unfortunately the literature club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treating on eggshells. I really do hope that things can eventually get back to normal, but at this rate, I could easily see everyone's drifting apart. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument that the day after, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about it. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. I should get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things. It'll be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Gotta get rid of that pastry, pale complexion, At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot, not too cold. It's just me, my bag, and come to think of it, I don't even know where I'm headed to. But if I want to be productive today, the library is probably my best bet. The closest one also happens to be near the school. So I might even see some people I know there. Hopefully I can get some work done. But knowing me, I'll most likely procrastinate anyway. The refreshingly cool air sends shivers up my spine as I step in. It seems to be a bit of a slow day for the librarians. Well, most people are probably out enjoying the sunny day instead of wasting away indoors. I shrug to myself, knowledge is power, right? While everyone else spends their day frolicking outside, I studied the books. To be honest though, I haven't studied for the exams yet at all. Every time I try, my mind wanders back to the festival. Coming here was the right choice. If I was trying to work at home, like usual, I'd just get in the bad mood and slack off again. Hell, I can't help but think about it now. Wonder how everyone else is doing. Maybe I'll try to ask about it again during the next club meeting. As I scan the empty tables for the optimal seating position, I spot a familiar white ribbon perched atop a ponytail. I'd have expected that Monica would be at it with her friends, but then again, she is an honor student. Oh! I like that casual outfit. I like it. But it's not gonna be the thumbnail though. The thumbnail is gonna be the one I just screenshot at the beginning. It's gonna I think I have an idea for what I want it to be though. So. Oh, hey Monica. Hello, Jake. She smiles and is as polite as ever, but it doesn't seem like she's very talkative at the moment. Didn't expect to see you at the library. Well, I had to study, but didn't think I'd be able to get anything done at home. Oh, is that so? I may not be the most observant guy around, but she seems like she wants to be alone. Way to go, me. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. Well, that couldn't have gone much worse. It was like talking to a brick wall. To be honest, I'm not sure if she's actually being frosty or if I'm just overthinking it. Although she might just be busy studying right now, in which case I probably shouldn't bother her anymore. Suddenly I don't really feel like studying. And since I'm here, maybe I should do some reading. I pull out the portrait of Markov out from my bag. I quickly flip to where I left off last night and begin reading. It's really quite a captivating book. All of the novels Yuri reads are like this. I can see why she'd be so absorbed in them all the time. Oof. Although maybe she's just rubbing off on me. I'm in the middle of a chapter when I feel a tap on my shoulder. Wait. Oh, it's Yuri. Yuri! Oh, Jake, is that you? Yuri! My waifu! Yuri, I missed you! You're so adorable, Yuri! Looking up from my book, I can see Yuri standing over the other side of the table, as if on cue. The thick, dark book is snugly resting under her arm. I'm sorry if I startled you,
I suppose I'm just a bit surprised to see you.
Give me some credit, Yuri. I can enjoy a book too.
I didn't mean to insult you or anything. It's just
I was trying to make things more comfortable with humor, but predictably it fell flat. I should have remembered that Yuri tends to take those sorts of comments more to heart than other people might. Relax, I was just kidding around.
I see.
Yuri's shoulders visibly relax.
Would you mind if I asked what you're reading?
Oh, sure. It's actually Portrait of Markov. Yuri's eyes light up at those words.
I'm very glad you're liking it. That is, I assume.
Don't worry, Yuri. It's a really good book. Yuri sighs a little in relief.
Then I stand by my first statement, Jake. Anyway, speaking of books, if you're enjoying Portrait of Markov so much, I'd like to introduce you to other books like that.
Yeah, that'd be great. I have full faith in your taste when it comes to books. A small smile plays across Yuri's face.
Actually, I just had a thought. I know a wonderful place nearby that we could go to right now if you'd like.
Huh? Really? Is that another library or something?
I suppose it's related.
Well, lead the way. I wasn't doing much here anyway.
Thank you for coming along despite the short notice.
It's no bother at all, really. Again, can't help but feel amazed at how much Yuri's taken charge. It's really quite nice seeing her break out of her shell a little bit. She does have an air of mystery about her still, but I guess I'll start learning a bit more about her as each day passes. God, my throat is very dry. We're only 22 minutes into the thing. The two of us start heading away from the library. So, where are we headed, Yuri?
I intend for it to be a surprise. Do you not like surprises? If so, you have my deepest apologies.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just curious is all. This is some sort of adventure, huh?
Well, I suppose that's how your imagination wants it to interpret it. I'd be inclined to agree.
Even though I'm currently with Yuri, the situation reminds me of the times I used to spend with Sayori back when we were kids. Always running around the neighborhood, acting like we were on some grand adventure. Sayori. I haven't spoke to her since the festival fiasco. Maybe it would be a good idea to...
Jake, is everything alright? You seem to have spaced out a bit.
It's nothing. I'm just thinking about things.
I see. Well, we're almost there. Just a little bit further to go.
Counting onwards, we pass through some trees until we come to a small clearing. Oh, wow. Before us is an amazing sparkling lake. Gentle waves dance delicately across the surface, carried by the soft wind.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's lovely. I've always liked this pond.
Oh, you've been here before then?
With Sayori. Years and years ago, that is.
I see. Well, Jake, I don't know about you, but I find that this place is the perfect place to come to when I need a bit of space to myself.
Oh, do you come here often then?
Not as often as I did when I was younger.
For a split second, a pained expression crosses Yuri's face.
Some days were,
She shakes her head.
Anyway, perhaps I can give this to you.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a moderately sized book.
Here, I think you'll enjoy this one.
Yuri, you don't have to go out of your way for me to witness. Excuse me, I heard something, or else it's my imagination.
It's okay. I've read this one so many times. It could do with a new owner. Besides, the best thing about a story is how it can be shared. No matter who reads it, you're never going to find two people with the exact same opinion. And, well...
Yuri nervously plays with her hair. Oof.
After you've been so kind to me, I wanted to do something nice for you, too.
I see. Well, thank you very much. I'll definitely give this a read and let you know what I think. I turn over the book in my hands. The cover is hard and glossy, the pages showing small signs of wear. I guess Yuri wasn't lying. She must have read this book at least 50 times. Or what makes this story so important? So I turned back toward her. I noticed how intensely she's staring at the lake's gentle surface. When was the first time you came here? She looks over at me quizzically. You said this place was special to you, right? I want to know why you feel that way.
Right.
She sighs and leans on the wooden guardrail. I quietly stand by her side.
Well, I suppose one day when I was younger, things were particularly hard. Do you ever have those days, Jake, where nothing seems like it can be good again?
That's pretty dark, isn't it? Wait, what did she say? Where nothing seems like it can be good again? Yeah. Okay, I want to stop there for a second. Yes, okay, so in reality, yes, I do. I feel like those days can never get good again. Because self-doubts and stuff like that. Anxiety and shyness. I'm not depressed. I don't have depression. It's just, you know, I feel really like sad and bad every time when I go to school. It's like I like going there for my friends, but when I'm not with my friends, every day is so hard because people treat me so differently. People don't treat me as if, people don't treat me as if I'm human or if I'm actually like worthwhile to anybody. And it's sad, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And every time when people look at me, they always look away in disgust or anything, because everything I do, every time I try anything to do, everybody turns me down, or I'm always turned down by something, and it's just I can't, and I just can't do it. And I hate that. I hate that so much. So I honestly wish that days could be so much easier for me when no one's judging me, or when no one wants to be mean to me, because I'm not I'm not a bad person. I'm the person who, like Yuri. I'm so much like Yuri. That's why I fell for Yuri in the beginning of Doki Doki Literature Club. When I first played the game, my very first playthrough of this game, when I first played this, it was so bad, cause Yuri, cause when I saw Yuri, her character, how shy she was, I knew that her character was bullied and was always left alone because she wasn't like any other person. And that's when I was like, that's kind of like me. After like playing through the game and stuff like that. Now, the original game to the second act, when things went crazy, that's when I was weirded out and crazed out. But with Yuri though, I relate to her so much. And as we played through the mods and stuff, I've known that Yuri's been my favorite Doki. Because if she wasn't my favorite Doki, then I would be, because if I liked Sayori, which I kind of do, but then I only like Yuri because she relates to me. I relate to her so much. She's shy, she's smart, she's always alone, and she's always self-doubtful and always apologizing for stuff and all that, and it's just sad. And I'm like, and I know that I'm like that, and I know that I'm like that because it's just strange and it's weird for me that I relate to a character in a game, but yet again I don't but at the same time I don't feel weird about it, because if I felt weird about it, then what am I then? Like, what would I be if I I wanted to relate to characters, and Yuri I relate to so much. Because if I didn't relate to Yuri, then Yuri wouldn't be my best girl. It would, because if I was different, that was not like that, I'd probably be Sayori or Natsuki. But I'm not. Because Yuri's, I don't know. But relating to Yuri's thing, that's why I related to her so much, is because I'm like her and feel like those darkened days that nothing is gonna change, nothing's gonna change in my life. I'm not gonna get it. Nothing's gonna go back to the way it used to be. When I think about something, or when something happens to me, I always freak out and think that nothing's gonna be the way that it used to be. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me every day when I have to think about that kind of stuff. So I don't know what the protagonist thinks about this at all. Honestly, think as he says, he thinks that's pretty dark, isn't it? So, but he's oblivious and he's a piece of crap because he's a big old son of a bitch. That's what I'm gonna say it right there. That he's a son of a bitch. He's an asshole, a little bit. I don't know in this one, but in the original game or some of the mods, he's still an oblivious asshole. So something about this place makes you feel better?
Not quite. I just came here one day. I'm not absolutely certain how I found this place, but I remember running a lot. Before I knew it, I was out here in the sea of chaos. Things felt serene, however briefly they might have. Everyone needs a place they can call their own, somewhere they can decompress without worrying whether or not someone will intrude on them.
And here's that place for you? Yuri nods.
It's peaceful here. The sound of the water playfully lapping at the shoreline, the plush grass below, the nurturing trees above, providing a loving shelter to embrace me in the midst of the elements. It's the kind of thing I really missed.
Have you shown this place to anyone else besides me? Like your parents? Yuri pauses, staring in front of her at nothing in particular.
I might have. This is the kind of place my father would have enjoyed. He used to do watercolors in his spare time, you see.
Does he not do it anymore? Yuri doesn't respond. Maybe you could bring him down here sometime. It might give him that bit of inspiration he needs to get going again.
That's a good idea, Jake. I'll have to do that.
Hopefully he enjoys it as much as I am right now. This place really is incredible. Yuri smiles softly.
I'm glad. Maybe sometime we could come by again.
Yeah. We could bring like a blanket and have a bit of a picnic.
That sounds nice.
I'll hold you to that. Yuri giggles.
I'll look forward to it.
I feel my face flush at the idea. A picnic with Yuri. There's something so playful about that. I chuckle to myself at the image in my head. Yeah, that would be nice. The two of us continue to pass the time looking over the lake. I'm surprised at how content I am to just sit here with Yuri. Normally, I'd want to do something a bit more exciting, but right now, I'm perfectly fine with this calmness. However, Yuri begins to shift uncontrollably. Yuri, is everything okay? She jumps, apparently not expecting that.
Yes, there's just something I need to do that I just remembered.
She quickly gets up, nervously picking at the cuff of her sleeve.
I'm sorry to leave on such short notice. Please don't think ill of me.
Yuri. Huh? I stand up to meet her eye level. You've really got to work on your self-confidence. You apologize a lot for things that aren't even your fault. It must be so difficult having that going through your head all the time. Yuri looks around her, unsure of how to respond.
You're really too kind, Jake.
I mean it. You're a wonderful person, Yuri. Yuri blushes slightly.
Well, shall we head back now?
Only if you promise you'll be a bit kinder to yourself, okay?
I'll try. Thank you for coming to see the lake with me today, Jake.
Thanks for inviting me. I had a lot of fun today. I'll see you on Monday, okay?
Yes. See you then, Jake. Let me know what you think of that book. It's very dear to me.
Of course. Take care. With a polite wave, Yuri walks away. I'm happy I got to spend time with her, but I hope she's doing okay. I feel like there's something she's not telling me. I'm probably just overthinking things again. Maybe I should just crack open the book Yuri gave me. Another transition. 2 transitions in 1 episode. I don't think I had that yet. 2 of these little transitions in 1 episode. Oh, Act 2, Alone Together. In this twisted plot, I was destined for... Oh. Ooh. I don't know what it is. I like pointing out references that I understand, and Alone Together is a song that I like, so I like the new text. Let's continue from here. I was about to end the episode, but let's continue from here. It's another Monday. Letting out a loud yawn, I dragged myself through my morning routine. Maybe staying up to read wasn't my best idea. Then I think about it, I actually can't remember the last time I stayed up reading for... Wait, is the Act 2 thing in... Oh, it's not. Oh. Like, now I think about it, I actually can't remember the last time I stayed up to read something other than manga. Yuri must be rubbing off on me. Lately, I've been eating breakfast more out of force of habit than anything. And anyhow, the pantry and fridge are starting to look like Sayori's stomach. Empty. Maybe I can ask Yuri to go shopping with me? That'd be nice. I finish my food quickly and make my way out of the house. After a moment, Sayori walked up to me. Hi, Jake. She's bouncing up and down on the balls on her feet. Hey, Sayori, what's up? I'm just happy to be back to get back into the swing of things. What, is Natsuki bringing in more cupcakes? Oh, I'd like her to, but I'm not sure about that given everything that happened. I don't know. I'm just glad that to get back into normal routine. Well, all the hullabaloo of the festival, I mean. What's so funny now? Hullabaloo's such a weird word. You're a weirdo, Sayori. Nuh-uh, you're one to talk. And so the plot calls the kettle back. Or called the kettle? Was it black? Yeah. And so the plot calls the kettle black. We eventually arrive at school and head off to our respective classes. Sayori sending me off by sticking her tongue out at me. Well, as I approach my classroom, my train of thought takes a sharp turn as Sakurai smiles at me. It looks like he's only just arrived himself. Morning, sir.
Ah, Jake, how are you doing?
Very excited, of course, learning about my favorite subject with my favorite teacher.
I'm going to actually interpret that as non-sarcastic.
I laugh. As we enter the classroom together. I'm pretty that's what it was. As Sakurai opens his mouth to begin the lesson, some fast footsteps suddenly stop right outside the room.
Ah, Emmy. How nice of you to join us.
He raises his eyebrow at her, a mischievous glint in his eyes.
Cutting in rather fine, aren't we? I'm beginning to think you'd rather be out on the field than come to one of my fascinating lectures.
Sorry, sir. She starts bowing slightly, her cheeks red. I lost track of time and rushed over as soon as I realized it. Don't worry, I'd much rather be here. She walks over to the desk quickly as Sakurai begins class. Whew. That's everything done for today. That gives me Yandere Simulator vibes. If you guys did not know, I play Yandere Simulator, but I can't do videos on it because it's it's hard to get this video software to play Yandere Simulator. So. Well, that's everything done for today. As my last class ends, I let my feet stir me towards the club. Walking down the corridor, the remixes of the original Doki Doki songs are so much better than the actual songs themselves. So I absentmindedly peer into the emptying classrooms passing by. A couple of students chat to the teacher in one classroom, while a ring of friends laugh together in another. They look fun to be around. Wait, isn't that the green-haired guy from the festival? Yeah, hard pass. It must suck to be someone in that class. Fortunately, all the club members are in different classes. Speaking of which, that's Yuri coming up now. And, Yuri's in there? Should I ask her to walk with me to the club? Well, no harm in trying. Hey, Yuri?
Yeah.
That was a strange, albeit cute sound she just made.
Jake. Sorry for my outburst. I was just surprised.
You're good. What are you still doing in class? Everyone's gone by now, so she's the last one here. Because she explained it to you, dummy.
About that.
She motions toward a stack of textbooks on her desk.
I was the last one out of the classroom, and my teacher asked me to deliver these to the student council room.
She hefts them up in her arms as she speaks, hugging them to her chest.
I suppose I should get on that now. Could you let the others know why I'll be late?
Hold on, I can help you with that if you want.
No, I can handle it. I can't ask you to take on my responsibilities for me.
Yuri, this isn't a super serious request. It's no sweat for me, really.
It's really alright. I'd feel bad if I couldn't do it even this myself.
But they look pretty heavy, you know?
They're really not, so you don't have to worry about it. Additionally, the student council room is rather close by, so
I'm guessing that she doesn't wants to bother me over this. After all, those textbooks can't be that light. Should I just take her word for it, or go ahead and help her? Oh, I get to pick, but I didn't get to save. God damn it, I don't like the choices. I want to help her. On an impulse, I reach out and take the stack of books from Yuri.
Jake.
It's seriously fine. I'm happy to help you out this way.
But
It's no bother, Yuri. In fact, I insist on carrying this stuff for you. Besides, I can't let a girl do all the dirty work, right?
I don't see what my being of a girl has to do with anything.
Well, you know. Shoot. Looks like she was the wrong thing. It looks like that was the wrong thing to say. Whoops. Stupid me. What I meant it was that you're my friends, so... Well, wanna get going then?
Jake, I told you that I could do it myself. I wasn't trying to coy or anything.
I guess she really did want to carry them herself. Damn, it's too late to take it back though. Hey, you know what? How about next time I need some help? I'll call you up, alright? That way, we're even,
I suppose so.
We set off down the hall, and soon enough, we're just about in front of the student council room. I'll wait for you outside, alright?
Alright. It shouldn't take very long anyway.
As she turns to take the textbooks from me, her ankle happens to twist beneath her. Ah! Almost as if in slow motion, Yuri trembles to the ground, landing in an ungainly heap on the floor. A redness blossoms in her cheek that only hastens by the giggling and staring of bystanders passing by. Here, need any help? I reach down to offer my hand, but she springs to her feet without taking it, avoiding my eyes by staring down to straightening her skirt. You're not hurt, are you?
No, it's fine. Here, I can take the books now.
With the books back in Yuri's arms, we awkwardly stand together without saying anything for a few moments.
Wait here for a moment, please.
She quickly shuffles into the room in front of us, re-emerging a minute later. Want to get going now? Yuri nods in affirmation, opening her mouth to speak. However, she's interrupted by... giggling from a couple of girls standing nearby. They were there when Yuri tripped. Don't tell me they're laughing at her. Judging by Yuri's expression, it looks like that's the conclusion she's drawn. She buries her face in her hands, and I can only imagine how red her face is.
I can't believe
Hey, Yuri. It's okay, really. No one's gonna care or remember what happened in a few minutes. Well, those giggling girls aren't helping my argument, but what else am I supposed to say? Come on, let's leave them and get over to the club. You can distract yourself with books there. With a sigh, Yuri drops her hands from her face. She doesn't say anything, instead opting to shoot me a miserable look. Let's go. You'll feel better when you're back with the others. A few minutes later, we arrive in front of the club room. So, how are you doing? How's your ankle? However, she elects to enter the club room instead of answering me. Following Yuri into the club room, I call out her name. Yuri? Trouble in paradise? Sorry, Jake, is something wrong? Hey, guys, sorry, I just really need to talk to Yuri right now. Yuri, can we talk outside?
Alright.
Quickly shuffle Yuri out of the room while attempting an apologetic face at the others. I'll just be borrowing Yuri for a little bit, guys. Carry on whatever you're doing. Yuri. Sorry, but did I upset you?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't answer me when I asked you a question before.
I must have not heard you.
Really? I can't tell if she's simply making an excuse or not.
Sorry, I just don't particularly feel like talking right now.
Yuri turns her face away from me, a sheet of silky hair blocking her from view.
Suffice to say, I'm feeling rather off balance right now.
You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to. But just know that I'll always provide you a listening ear.
Thank you.
Sorry about assuming things when I took the books off your hands. Just really wanted to help you.
No need to apologize, Jake. There's really no logical reason for me to be upset over it.
She sighs deeply, closing her eyes.
I don't know why I feel the way I feel. Is it strange to say that I don't understand myself?
No, I don't think it's strange at all. I think that a lot of people could relate to that feeling, including myself. It probably takes a lot of emotional intelligence to truly articulate why you don't feel so hot. But please, don't be afraid to contact me if you ever need help. For that matter, don't be afraid to contact any of the other girls as well. I'm sure that they'd pick up the phone pretty fast.
I think you mean quickly?
Wait, what did I say? I'm pretty sure they pick up the phone pretty fast. Eh?
Never mind. Well, I'm glad to have your support, Jake.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to head back inside now? You're not supposed to be wondering what we're doing out here.
Oh, alright. We wouldn't want to keep them waiting too long, I guess. Marika arches an eyebrow at me as we head back inside, Yuri trailing along behind me.
Had a pleasant conversation then.
Sure, pleasant enough. Geez, next time you spend half the club time sitting around outside and forcing an actual integral member of the club to do the same, just don't bother to come.
Integral member?
I mean, it's not like I meant anything special by that. Just meant that you're one of the big four, like the original members. So yeah, don't look so deeply into it.
Hey, Natsuki, asking Yuri not to analyze words is like asking me not to eat.
You know, it's not saying much if you're part of the big four when there are only 5 members in the club. Ugh, you know what I mean.
Looks like Natsuki fonder of Yuri than she lets on.
Hey, stop ganging up on me. Oh, look, it's good to be back. Oh wait, is that already the end of the club meeting? What? No. Third transition in the video. I've never had that happen. I'm actually gonna save it here, guys. I don't feel like continuing on. Oh my god, I have so many saves. I have so many saves. But I'm gonna save it here. We're on Act 2 now of this mod, and I want to say we've only gotten through like 4 to 5. I want to say we've gone through like at least 3 to 4 hours of this mod already. When there's like 20 plus hours. So this is gonna be a big series, guys. This is gonna be a big series. I don't care how long it goes. This is gonna be a big series. This is gonna be freaking huge series. So I don't care how many parts it was. I was afraid of New Eyes being so long, but this one is gonna be a long series. I'm telling you that for sure. We're already in part 8, when A Brand New Day was actually only had 9 parts, and we're not even halfway through the mod yet. So, oh well, this is gonna be a long one. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like it, then please smash that like button. It'd be really appreciative. Also subscribe for brand new Doki Doki content. Also, comment down below who's your best girl. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys don't ever miss a single video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time.